morning, students. Welcome to language lesson 145. We are going to begin with our daily oral language exercise. Remember to simply repeat after me when you hear each sentence. My friend and I went shopping. She and Sue are going shopping. Let the dog lie there. I think I will lie down to take a nap. We disagreed among ourselves. The secret is between you and me. Who is here besides you? Who is there beside you? He did the job badly. He did a bad job. Very good. You should have heard a number of variations in respect to verb and subject agreement. All right, now we are going to transition to our preposition song. Just go ahead and sing along with me. Aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, among, around, at. That is the first set. Before, behind, below, beneath, beside, between, beyond, by, down, during, except, for, and from, in, inside, into, like, near, of, on, over, past, and since, through, and throughout, to, toward, under, underneath, until, upon, with, within, without. Now I am finished. Very good. All right, so we have covered all of our parts of speech so far, and by now you should be familiar with interjections, which show sudden feeling, and they come at the beginning of all of the sentences in which they appear. We know that there's a difference between a mild interjection as well as a strong interjection. A mild interjection is followed by a comma and a lowercase letter, and a strong interjection is followed by an exclamation mark along with a capital letter. Okay, so I want you to just practice some random examples, come up with some sentences on your own, and also I want you to be practicing your dictionary skills that we've been reviewing. We're going to go over a few exercises together as well. All right, so what I'd like for you to do at this time is to go to Think Skills on page 223, B and C. Okay, so here we are on Think B, page 223. It's asking you to learn how to pronounce the following words, to look each word up in the dictionary and write its pronunciation in the blank that has been provided for you. And basically, I'm going to do the first two examples with you, numbers 1 and 2. Now, you would pronounce the first word silhouette and the second word new. But how could you possibly know that? Like, how would you know that that's a silent G? The dictionary would assist in that particular case. So, I am going to reveal to you what you would see in the dictionary. So again, number 1, you would write exactly what you see in the dictionary itself, and you would practice the pronunciation, silhouette. And then for number 2, new, you notice that the G was not even evident, and they have the long O sound. You'd recognize that that is a silent letter. All right, very good. So you're going to complete that exercise, and now we're going to move on to Think C. Okay, for Think C, it says if the italicized word would be on the name page as the guide words given, then you're going to write a yes. If it would not be on the same page as the guide words, then you're going to write no. This is similar to the exercise that we did yesterday together as well. So for number 1, the guide words would be moonbeam and more. Okay, so this would be the first word that appears on the page, and this would be the last word that appears on the page. Now, the word that is italicized in this case is morbid. Would we find morbid on that page? Obviously, it begins with an M, so we're good so far. It continues with an O, we're still in good standing. Then an R. Would we find an R after an O? Absolutely. Let's move on to the next letter, being that more also has an R. We have a B. Does B come before E? And the answer is yes. So in that case, we would find morbid, and you would simply record that on the line provided. Okay? Now we're going to transition to our next page, which is page 224. And I'm going to read with you the look closely section. Many words that end in S, ES, ED, ING, ER, and EST are not entry words in your dictionary. You will have to look up the root word to find the meaning of the words that are formed from it. To find the meaning of cockiest, for example, you would have to look up the root word cocky. So, for Think D, it's asking you to look up the words hurry, army, dim, and gaze in the dictionary. And on a separate sheet of notebook paper, you are going to write the words formed from these root words which are listed under each entry. So, for example, I'm just going to do a couple with you and then leave you on your own. If you look up the word hurry, you may see different variations like hurried or hurrying. That would be an example. Let's look at dim. You may see the word dimmer or dimmeth, or you may see the word dimmin. There are going to be different variations that you'll be coming across. So I want you now on your own to look up army and gaze, and when you see the different variations, you're going to again record that on a separate sheet of notebook paper. For homework tonight, you are going to review your parts of speech, and you are going to complete Remember A on page 227. Remember to continue your book report, and I will see you for the next lesson. Have a great day.